In Mexico City, lights went off and residents huddled together in the rain.
Sureste de Acapulco, Guerrero, costas del Océano Pacífico, en las costas del estado de Guerrero.
So we just had an earthquake, and this building was rocking and rolling. Everybody's exit. So we're on the 9th floor of this building, and there's just an earthquake, and this thing was rocking and rolling like crazy. So I'm taking the steps to get out of here. Oh, it's okay now? Tranquilo.
Mi mamá bajó porque vengo llegando.
Hablo inglés? Oh. It's okay now? Maybe? Oh. It really rock and roll.
3 times a year.
3 times a year?
Yeah.
Is this building safe now? Down here, huh?
Yeah, we did come super quick.
Hearing things crack.
Yeah,
So how often does that happen here? Wow.
That's 6.9.
6, that's pretty big.
Yep.
Sometimes there might be an aftershock though, right?
Yeah. I hope it's not.
Yeah. I see people went back into the building. Do you think it's okay?
No, I don't see the point to go back then right now. You gotta wait probably a 20-30 minutes. Did you hear the explosion all the way in the back?
The explosion?
Yeah. I feel like some building fell, so I heard the noise boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's been about 45 minutes since the earthquake. That's the building I'm at, staying in the top floor on the corner, or that corner, I'm not sure, can't remember. I heard that security guard, he thinks a building might have collapsed in the area, not too far, maybe several blocks away. That's not confirmed yet, but I tell you, the way it was shaking up there, I definitely started thinking about that Miami building collapse. I'm worried about aftershocks though, and if the building is going to be safe. Okay, so it's been about maybe 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours since the earthquake. Everybody's gone back into the building. I actually went and had a beer somewhere before I came back into the building. Like all these drawers got shook open from the earthquake. I'm just looking for anything else. I'm surprised nothing really completely fell over. It was actually hard to stand up during the peak of it. This mirror was shaking like crazy, swinging back and forth. Yeah, this window, this window slid open. Yeah, that was some scary shit. Okay. Well, it's been just past 3 hours since the earthquake, which I think was 7.1 on the Richter scale or 7.0. Where to begin? Apparently the epicenter was near Acapulco, 230 miles from Mexico City. It felt pretty strong. I'm on the 9th floor of a 9-floor building. I've never felt anything like it. I'm a little shook, literally and figuratively at this point. Like the whole top of the building where I am was going like this. And I'm not gonna lie, I started thinking about that building in Miami a while back, that building collapse in Miami. That was going through my mind as it was shaking. So it shook for about a minute straight. You know, at first I actually heard a faint siren outside, but it was really faint, and I didn't really know what it was until I started to feel a bit of the shaking of the building, and then immediately connected it to the siren, which was just maybe 10 seconds before the shaking started. And at first it was just a little bit, and I was hoping that would be it, and it would settle down, but then it got stronger and stronger and stronger. And wow. I definitely kind of thought about the things I learned as a kid about drop and cover. At first I was thinking doorway, but then they say not the doorway anymore, get under a table. By the time I did get away from the window, got away from the windows. By the time I started thinking about getting under a table, I guess the minute had gone by and it had stopped. And I quickly threw my shoes on, grabbed just a couple of important things, my passport, wallet, and phone, and my hoodie, and just at that point decided to get out of the building because I believe this is an older building. Obviously I took the stairs, and I've got some video of that. Not taking the elevator on the way down for sure. And there is debris, kind of, I guess more like plaster that had cracked off the side in the stairwells, on the ground in some of the stairwells. And I think I got that on video. So you can stick around and see that. And I kind of lost my voice because I was talking to a lot of people outside. Of course, it was raining outside, but whatever. So yeah, it seems like most of the people kind of evacuated, got outside, and I got some video footage of that. And there hasn't been an aftershock yet, but I guess, you know, it definitely could happen. I was mindful to look up when I was outside to not be under anything that looked like it, you know, some obvious overhang, something that could fall, like hanging baskets, or, and I didn't want to be right under a building with no protection, with no overhang. I tried to stay under the overhang just in case something fell off the top of the building or side of a building, because it's pretty common in earthquakes for debris to fall off of a building and injure people. So I was trying to be mindful of that. Also not to be right under power lines as well. After about an hour and a half, most people had gone back inside. I was still kind of outside talking to a few people here and there, and just kind of debating what to do. After a while, I just needed something to take off the edge a little bit. So I actually went in and sat at the bar, just had a drink, had a beer, just to kind of try to, you know, calm the nerves a bit. And it's kind of weird because I think it's just, I'm a little sort of discombobulated because I feel like sometimes I go to walk and I feel like, oh, something's still, the floor is still like moving slightly, but it's not. I don't think it is. Yeah, so we'll see. I feel like it's going to be tough for me to sleep tonight. I mean, I'm going to sleep with my shoes on.